Hello, and welcome to this episode of NeuroRestorative Radio. My name is Tommy Treadway, and I'll be your host. I have Ashley Ryan joining me today to discuss the benefits of having a referral coordinator when navigating insurance coverage. Ashley is the referral and admissions team lead at NeuroRestorative and has over 8 years' experience in the medical field. Welcome, Ashley. Please tell us a little bit about your role as the referrals and admissions team lead.
Yes, Tommy. As the admissions team lead, I coordinate with our other 8 admissions coordinators and kind of lead the team to make sure that we're doing everything that we can to secure funding for our clients to admit to our programs.
Can you tell us what the process looks like when someone makes a referral to NeuroRestorative?
Well, typically the referral comes in from various places, either through our website at NeuroRestorative.com, through one of our many clinical evaluators out in the field, or they may contact an admissions coordinator directly. Once the referral is received, we then forward it out to the program for them to review to make sure that the client is appropriate for our services, and one of our CEs out in the field will complete an evaluation. At that time, admissions coordinators will start reviewing the benefits to see what type of insurance the client has and what steps need to be taken to secure that funding. Once the funding is secured, the admissions coordinators handle everything from A to Z. So we walk the family through everything that needs to be completed until their loved one walks through our doorways. We do things like coordinating the transport, making sure they have everything that they need, clothing, medications, prescriptions when they come in the door. We also help the families find local places to stay. So the family has no worries when their loved one comes to us and everything is handled.
That sounds like a tremendous benefit to family members and loved ones. What are some things a person can do to be best prepared when calling NeuroRestorative?
If a family member is looking for services for their loved one, all they need to do is call. Once they make that call to NeuroRestorative, between the admissions department and the clinical evaluator, we will do our best to handle the ins and outs of getting their loved one the funding that they need for the services that they desperately need. So I don't believe there's one best thing for them to have. I think that they would just need to make the call, and we are more than capable and willing to handle the rest.
What are some of the concerns that people have when making a referral to NeuroRestorative, and what does the admissions team do to alleviate those concerns?
Well, I think the number one concern that most families have is funding. How are these services going to be paid for their loved one? They know that their family needs the services, but they're not sure how it's going to be paid. So that's where the admissions team comes into play. We have 8 admissions coordinators with a wide variety of experience, from working in the clinical background as well as working with funders. So we can take the worry out of that for the families. We can knock down the doors. We can make those calls that are uncomfortable for families to make. We can ask those questions that families don't know to ask to make sure that we check every place possible to secure funding for the client.
Funding is obviously a complicated process. What does training look like for the admissions team?
Training for our admissions coordinators is usually about 6 weeks, where they sit side by side with one of the current admissions coordinators and learn the ins and outs of how NeuroRestorative works, as well as the ins and outs of the insurance carriers in that particular region. Once they've completed their 6-week training, they then move out and work more independently in the particular region that they're covering. However, we are a close-knit team that relies on each other for information. So part of the benefit of having a centralized referrals and admissions department is that we're all readily available to each other so that we can learn from each other's knowledge.
Thanks, Ashley, and thanks everyone for joining us today on NeuroRestorative Radio. For more information about NeuroRestorative, please visit us at NeuroRestorative.com and consider signing up for our Neuro Institute, which offers free 1-hour online CEU opportunities every month. You can find more information about Neuro Institute at NeuroRestorative.com/institute. Until next time, thanks for joining us.